Peonies, why are they called the queen of flowers? In the enchanting and vibrant world of flowers, where each species carries its own unique beauty and deep cultural meaning, the peony stands out as a supreme symbol of luxury, prosperity, and nobility. For thousands of years, this flower has been cherished by royalty and aristocrats, admired not only for its appearance but also the prestige it represents. At first glance, the peony captivates the viewers effortlessly with its full, rounded form and natural elegance, a beauty that does not need to be exaggerated, yet radiates an undeniable aura of sophistication. One of the most striking features of the peony lies in its large, layered petals, thick yet soft. These petals are arranged delicately, resembling fine silk gently embracing the bright golden stamens within. Its petals seems like a careful brush stroke of nature, combining grace and vitality to create a perfectly balanced bloom. When a peony is in full blossom, it feels less like a simple flower and more like a living masterpiece, where every detail contributes to an extraordinary sense of harmony and perfection. Beyond its structure, the peonies mesmerize it with its rich and expressive color palette. Pure white blooms evoke innocence and purity, soft green shades convey tenderness and romance, while vibrant red symbolize patience, fortune, and prosperity. Each color is more than just a visual delight, it carries emotion, meaning, and a story of its own. Yet, regardless of its hue, the peony consistently maintains its signature elegance, standing proudly as a true queen among flowers. Unlike many fragile flowers that fade quickly, the peony embodies a quiet strength and enduring vitality. Its resilience is not harsh or rigid, but instead wrapped in softness and refinement. When in full bloom, its flowers open magnificently under the sunlight, represent nature at its most expressive moment. It invites people not just to look but to pause, admire, and feel, to connect with the subtle beauty and emotional depth of it offer. For all these reasons, its flawless form, captivating colors, and profound symbolism, the peony has long been honored as the Queen of Flowers. This title is not merely a compliment to its outward beauty, but a recognition of the deeper value it represents: perfection, aspiration, and the timeless pursuit of beauty in life. The peony is widely recognized as one of the most historical rich flowers of the East, with its origins deeply rooted in China, the cultural cradle of this magnificent bloom. More than 2,000 years ago, the peonies were already documented in ancient texts as a rare and precious flower, symbolizing national prosperity and flourishing dynasties. Beyond its ornamental value, is evaluated to a cultural icon closely tied to the spiritual life and belief of people throughout different historical eras. During powerful feudal dynasties, especially in the Tang and Song periods, the peony reached the peaks of its prestige. Vast imperial gardens were carefully designed to cultivate hundreds of peony varieties, each possessing unique beauty and symbolic meaning. Cultivating peonies were not merely gardening, but an art form requiring expertise, patience, and dedication. As a result, the flower became a symbol of refinement, authority, and social hierarchy. Only Only royalty and aristocrats had the privilege to grow and admire this flower, further enhancing the exclusivity and value. The presence of peony extend far beyond garden into every aspect of traditional Chinese culture. In painting, calligraphy, architecture, and royal attire, the peony appeared as a symbol of wealth and nobility. Paintings featuring peonies were often displayed in homes as blessings for fortune, Paintings featuring peonies were often displayed in homes as blessings for fortune, prosperity, and a fulfilled life. In imperial garments, intricate peony embroidery reflected status and power. In this way, the peony became more than just a flower; it evolved into symbolic language representing authority and abundance. As history progressed and cultural exchange expanded, the peony spread beyond China to other regions. In Japan, it was embraced and associated with bravery, honor, and noble beauty. In South Korea, it came to symbolize wealth and familial happiness, often appearing in traditional celebrations. When introduced to Europe, and peony quickly captivated Western aristocracy with its luxurious and distinctive appearance, becoming a favorite flower in classic garden and plaques. Over thousands of years, from imperial court to modern-day setting, the peony has retained its powerful symbolism. Despite the passage of time and societal change, it remains a timeless representation of prosperity, power, and perfect beauty. Not just a flower, but a living piece of human history and cultural heritage. The peony is not merely a flower admired for its beauty. It is a timeless symbol that carries profound meaning deeply rooted in human culture, emotion, and aspiration. Across centuries and civilization, the peony has transcended its natural form to become a reflection of humanity's most cherished values and wealth, love, happiness, and inner strength. It lacks full blossom and captivate the eye, but it is rich symbolism behind those petals that truly give the peony its enduring significance. In many ways, the peony speaks universal language, one that resonates with people regardless of time or place. At its core, the peony represents abundance and prosperity. Its large layered petals seem to unfold endlessly, creating a visual impression of fullness and richness. This natural form had led many cultures, particularly in Asia, to associate the peony with wealth and success. In traditional Chinese culture, the peony is often referred to as the king of flowers, a title that reflects not only its physical grandeur but also its symbolic authority. It believed that wherever peony bloom, fortune and prosperity will follow. This belief has passed down through generations, shaping how people perceive and use the flower in their daily life. Because of its strong association with prosperity, the peony plays an important role in significant life events. It is commonly used during grand openings of businesses as a symbol of success and flourishing ventures. When placed in homes, especially during housewarming ceremonies, peonies are seen as a blessing for the prosperous future. In festive celebration, the presence of peony is more than decorative. It serves as a hopeful message, a silent wish for abundance, joy, and fulfillment. The flower becomes a medium through which people express their dream and aspiration, making it a powerful cultural emblem. Beyond material wealth, the peony also holds deep emotional significance, particularly in matters of love. Unlike many flowers that symbolize fleeting romance or momentary passion, the peony represents a mature and enduring love. It speaks of a relationship that builds on trust, understanding, and long-term commitment. It is not the kind of love that fades with time. Rather, it is a love that deepens and grows stronger through shared experience and mutual respect. The peony reminds us that true love is not just about intensity, but about stability, patience, and emotional depth. One of the most fascinating aspects of the peony symbolisms lies in its colors. Each shade carries its own unique message, allowing the flower to express a wide range of emotions. Red peonies, with their bold and vibrant hue, symbolize passion, desire, and deep emotional connection. They are often associated with romantic love and is most intense representing the fires and energy that bring two people together. Pink peony, on the other hand, convey a softer, more tender emotion. They symbolize romance, affection, and gentle love, often associated with the early stage of the relationship or the sweetness of emotional intimacy. White peonies represent purity, innocence, and unconditional love. They are often used in weddings or moments of deep emotional significance, symbolizing a love that is sincere, honest, and free from selfishness. Together, these colors form complete emotional spectrum, allowing the peony to capture the many dimensions of human love. In addition to romantic relationship, the peony also symbolize family happiness and harmony. In cultural success Japan and South Korea, the flower is closely associated with the idea of thriving household. A blooming peony represents a family that is united, prosperous, and emotionally fulfilled. It reflects the beauty that happiness is not something that happens instantly, but something that must be nurtured and cultivated over time. Thus, as peony requires care, patience, and the right condition to bloom, a happy family requires love, understanding, and continuous effort. The flower becomes a metaphor for growth, not just for physical growth, but emotional and spiritual development within a family. Another powerful layer of the peony symbolism is its representation of feminine beauty. However, this beauty goes far beyond physical appearance. The peony embodies a deeper, more meaningful form of beauty, one that includes inner strength, grace, wisdom, and resilience. Its delicate petals suggest softness and elegance, while its strong stem and ability to bloom fully represent strength and endurance. This balance between gentleness and power makes the peony an ideal symbol of womanhood. It reflects the idea that true beauty lies in harmony, the ability to be both soft and strong, graceful yet independent. The peony association with feminine beauty also connects it to ideal of dignity and self-worth. It encourages individuals, especially women, to embrace their inner strength and to recognize their own value. Rather than conforming to superficial standards, the peony represents authenticity and self-confidence. It reminds that beauty is not about perfection, but about growth, character, and the courage to be oneself. In this way, the peony becomes not just a symbol, but a sort of inspiration. Beyond its cultural and emotional meaning, the peony also carries a philosophical message about life. It teaches us the importance of balance between ambition and contentment, passion and patience, strength and softness. The way the peony blooms slowly and gracefully serves as a reminder that true growth takes time. It cannot be rushed or forced. This as the flower must go through season of rest before it can bloom. People also too much experience challenge and periods of waiting before reaching their full potential. The peony also symbolizes resilience despite its delicate experience. It is hardy plant that can withstand various environmental conditions. This resilience mirrors the human ability to overcome difficulty and continue growing. It reminds that strength does not always appear as hardness. Sometimes it's found in ability to remain gentle and hopeful even in the face of adversity. The peony teaches us that true strength is quiet, steady, and enduring. In modern times, the peony continues to hold its significance even as society evolves and changes. It remains a popular symbol in art, fashion, and design, often used to convey elegance, luxury, and timeless beauty. In wedding, it is still a favorite flower representing love, prosperity, and a happy future. In home decor, it brings a sense of warmth and positivity. Its enduring presence in contemporary life proves that its symbolism is not limited to the past. It continues to resonate with people today. Ultimately, the peony represents more than just wealth, happiness, and love. It embodies a way of living, a philosophy that encourages growth, balance, and authenticity. It's reminder to appreciate beauty not only in the world around us but also within ourselves. It teaches us to value relationships, to nurture our dreams, and to remain strong in the face of challenge. The peony message is simple yet profound. True beauty and fulfillment come from within, and they are cultivated through patience, resilience, and love. As we reflect on the meaning of the peony, we begin to see that it is not just a flower blooming in the garden. It is a symbol blooming in the human soul. It represents our hopes, emotions, and our journey toward a better life. In every petal, there is a story of love, of growth, of strength, and of beauty that endures beyond times. The peony is far more than flowers admired for its physical beauty. It is a living symbol that has transcended nature to become deeply embedded in art, culture, and everyday human life. Across centuries and civilizations, the peony has remained a constant source of inspiration, admired not only for its large, layered petal, but also for the emotions and meanings it carries. It does not simply exist in gardens, it exists in paintings, fabric, architecture, ceremonies, and even in the intangible space of human imagination and aspiration. From its earliest appearance in artistic expression, particularly in China, the peony has been associated with refinement, elegance, and prosperity. Traditional Chinese paintings often depict peony in full bloom, rendered with vivid color and balanced composition. These artworks are not merely decorative, they are symbolic representations of wealth, harmony, and good fortune. Artists carefully study the structure of each petal, the curvature of the bloom, and the interplay of light and shadow to bring out the flower vitality. Through this process, the peony becomes more than a subject. It becomes a medium through which deeper philosophical ideas are conveyed. It reflects the harmony between nature and humanity, the fleeting nature of beauty, and the eternal desire for prosperity and peace. Beyond painting, the Peonies had played a significant role in other art forms such as sculpture, ceramic, and architecture. Intricate carvings of peonies can be found on ancient stoneware, wooden panels, and porcelain vases. These designs are often associated with blessings of abundance and stability. In imperial palaces and temples, peony motifs were used extensively to emphasize grandeur and authority. Their presence in such space reinforced the idea that beauty and power are closely intertwined. Even in small decorative objects, the peony carries an unmistakable aura of luxury and sophistication. As time progressed, the influence of the peony extended beyond Asia and found its way on into Europe, where it was embraced by artists and designers alike. In European art, the peony became a symbol of romance, elegance, and classical beauty. It was often included in still life painting, where it complements the other elements such as fruit, glassware, and textiles to create compositions that can celebrate abundance and aesthetic harmony. The peony ability to adapt to different artistic traditions demonstrates its universal appeal. Its beauty is not confined to one culture but resonates across the world. In the realm of fashion, the peony continues to inspire designers with its organic forms and symbolic richness. High-end fashion houses often incorporate peony motifs into the collection, using embroidery, prints, and embellishment to capture the flower softness and grandeur. Flowing gold adorned with peony patterns evoke a sense of femininity and grace, while structured design reinterpret the flower in a modern, abstract form in both traditional garments and contemporary culture. The peony represents elegance, confidence, and timeless beauty. It brings the gap between heritage and innovation, allowing designers to create pieces that are both meaningful and visually captivating. Interior design is another domain where the peony plays a vital role. In modern home, peony-themed decor is used to create space that feel warm, inviting, and luxurious. Paintings of peonies often serve as focal points in living rooms or bedrooms, adding color and emotional depth to the environment. Floral arrangement featuring peonies bring a sense of freshness and vitality, while wallpapers and textures with peony pattern contribute to a cohesive aesthetic. In feng shui practice, the peonies is believed to attract love, harmony, and positive energy, making it a popular choice for enhancing the atmosphere of a home. Through this application, the peony becomes more than decoration. It's become an integral part of the living experience. In contemporary life, the peony has become increasingly accessible, transitioning from a symbol of exclusivity to one of shared appreciation. While it was once reserved for royalty and aristocracy, it is now enjoyed by people from all walks of life. In countries such as Japan and South Korea, peonies are celebrated in festivals and cultural events, where they symbolize joy, prosperity, and seasonal beauty. These celebrations highlight the flower's ability to bring communities together, fostering a sense of connection and shared cultural identity. The peony also holds a prominent place in life's more meaningful moments. It is widely used in weddings, where it symbolizes love, happiness, and a prosperous future. Bridal bouquets featuring peonies are not only visually stunning, but also rich in symbolism. representing the union of two individuals in harmony and abundance. In anniversaries, birthdays, and other celebrations, peony serves as thoughtful gifts that convey admiration, gratitude, and well-wish. The present in this occasion underscored their role as a carriers of emotion and intention. In the digital age, the peony continued to evolve as a symbol within modern media and creative industry. It appears in graphic design, branding, photography, and social media content, often used to convey elegance, beauty, and emotional depth. Visual creators use a peony to enhance storytelling, adding layers of meaning to their work. Whether in a cinematic view, a fashion campaign, or a digital illustration, the peony retains its ability to captivate and inspire. What makes the peony truly remarkable is its timelessness. Despite changes in trend, technology, and cultural value, the essence of the peony remains unchanged. It continues to symbolize the ideal that humanity strives for beauty, love, prosperity, and harmony. Its adaptability allows it to remain relevant in both tradition and modern context, bridging the past and the present. On a deeper level, the peony represents the relationship between external beauty and inner meaning. Its large petal may draw attention, but its symbolism invites reflection. It encourages people to appreciate not only what is visible but also what lies beneath the surface. In this way, the peony becomes a metaphor for its life itself, complex layers and full of hidden significance. Furthermore, the peony teaches an important lesson about balance. It combines softness and strength, delicacy and resilience. This duality reflects the human experience, where vulnerabilities and strength coexist. By observing the peony, one can gain insight into the importance of embracing both aspects of life, finding harmony between them. In conclusion, the role of peony in art and life is vast and multifaceted. It is not merely a decorative element, but a symbol that carries history, culture, and emotion. From ancient painting to modern design, from royal garden to everyday home, the peony continues to inspire and connect people across time and space. It reminds that beauty is not only something to be seen, but something to be felt, understood, and cherished. Through its enduring presence, and the peony affirms its place not just as a flower, but as a timeless icon of human creativity, aspiration, and emotional depth. The title Queen of Flowers is not a label given lightly, nor is the result of mere admiration. It is a distinction earned through centuries of cultural reverence, artistic appreciation, and symbolic depth. Among the countless flowers that bloom across the world, the peony stands apart not only because of extraordinary beauty, but also because of the profound meaning and historical legacy it carries. To understand why the peony is honored with such a regal title, one must look beyond its surface and explore the many dimensions that define its greatness, its form, its symbolism, and its deep-rooted connection to royal heritage. First and foremost, the physical beauty of peony is unmatched. Its blossoms are large, full, and intricately layered, creating a visual experience that feels both luxurious and harmonious. Its petals unfold gently, contributing to a structure that appears almost architectural in its perfection. Unlike simpler flowers with minimal layering, the peony offers depth and complexity. Its petals are soft yet abundant, delicate yet both forming a bloom that commands attention without appearing overwhelming. This balance between richness and elegance is one of the defining characteristics that elevate the peony above many other flowers. When observed closely, a fully bloomed peony resembles a natural crown. The way its petals radiate outward, forming symmetrical layers, evoke the image of royal headdress, carefully crafted, majestic, and dignified. This resemblance is not merely visual, it carries symbolic weight. Crowns have long represented the authority, honor, and leadership. By mirroring this form, the peony naturally embodies these qualities. It does not need human intervention to appear regal. Its decor itself speaks a language of nobility. In this sense, the peony is not just a flower, it is a symbol of natural royalty. Colors also plays a significant role in reinforcing the peony royal identity. From deep crimson and rich magenta to soft pink and pure white, each shade enhances its elegance in a unique way. Darker tones evoke power and patience, while lighter hues suggest purity and grace. This wide spectrum allows the peony to express multiple dimensions of beauty, making it versatile yet consistently refined. No matter the color, the peony maintains an air of sophistication that aligns perfectly with the image of the queen, graceful, commanding, and timeless. Beyond its physical appearance, the peony's symbolic meaning further solidifies its royal status. Throughout history, it has been associated with wealth, prosperity, and high social standing. In many cultures, particularly in East Asia, the peony is seen as a sign of success and abundance. Its large petals symbolize fullness, not just in form, but in life itself. It represents a life rich in opportunity, achievement, and fulfillment. This association with prosperity naturally aligns with the idea of royalty, as king and queen have traditionally been symbols of wealth and power. However, the peony symbol extends far beyond material success. It also represents emotional richness, love, happiness, and harmony. In context of love, the peony signifies a deep and enduring connection. It is not a symbol of fleeting romance, but a mature relationship built on trust, respect, and shared growth. This depth of meaning adds another layer to its identity as a queen, and it reflects not only external beauty but also inner strength and emotional wisdom. The peony is also closely linked to happiness and family harmony. In many traditions, it is believed to bring good fortune and joy to household. A blooming peony is often seen as a sign of thriving, united family. This connection to domestic well-being reinforces its role as nurturing and life-affirming symbol. Thus, as queen is often seen as protector and caretaker of her people, the peony represents source of comfort, stability, and positive energy. Another essential factor is that contributes to peony royal title is its historical association with royalty itself. In ancient China, the peony was cultivated exclusively in imperial garden. It was not a flower for the common people. It was reserved for emperor, noble, and the elite. This exclusivity elevate its statue, transforming it into a symbol of power and prestige. To possess peony was to display one's rank and influence. Over time, this connection between the flower and ruling class became deeply ingrained in cultural consciousness. Art and literature further reinforced this association. Peonies were frequently depicted in painting, textile, and architectural design within royal court. These representations were not merely decorative, they were intentional symbols of prosperity and authority. By surrounding them with image and peony, rulers expressed their desire for a flourish and stable reign. The flower became a visual language of power, a silent yet powerful statement of status. As the peony's influence spread beyond China to other parts of Asia and eventually to Europe, its reputation as a noble flower followed. Although its cultural interpretation varied, its core symbolism remained intact. It continued to be associated with elegance, refinement, and high status. Even in modern times, the peony is often used in luxury branding, wedding, and high-end design, further cementing its image as a flower and a pretty. What truly sets the peonies apart, however, is its ability to embody both strength and softness. It is a flower that appears delicate, that is plumed with confidence and presence. Its petals are gentle, but its overall form is bold and commanding. The duality reflects the essence of true leadership, the ability to be compassionate without losing authority, to be graceful without sacrificing strength. These are qualities often attributed to a queen, making the peony a perfect representation that a dove. The peony also teaches an important lesson about patience and growth. It does not bloom instantly. It requires time, care, and the right conditions to reach its full potential. The gradual process mirrors the journey of personal development. Thus, as a queen is not defined by a single moment, but by a lifetime of experience and growth. The peony beauty is the result of continuous process. It reminds the true greatness is not achieved overnight, it is cultivated over time. Furthermore, the peony's seasonal bloom adds to its uniqueness. Unlike flowers that bloom continuously, the peony has a specific period during which it reveals its full beauty. These rarities enhance its value. It becomes something to anticipate, to appreciate, and to celebrate. In this way, the peony teaches us to value moments of beauty and to recognize the significance when they appear. In conclusion, the title Queen of Flowers is a fitting and well-deserved honor of the peony. This is a flower that combines visual magnificence with deep symbolic meanings, a rich historical legacy. It forms resemble a crown. Its color express elegance, and its symbolism reflect wealth and love, and its history intertwined with royalty. More than that, its embody a philosophy of balance between strength and grace, and abundance and humility, beauty and depth. The peony is not that a mere, it is respected. It does not simply exist, it is inspired. In every bloom, it tells a story of elegance. The peony is far more than a flower admired for its outward beauty. It is a timeless symbol that has captured the essence of life's most meaningful value. Across centuries and culture, it has stood as a quiet yet powerful reminder that of what it means to live with depth, purpose, and appreciation. From its radiant appearance to the profound symbolism it carries, the peony represents a rare harmony between form and meaning. It is the perfect balance that has earned the distinguished title of the Queen of Flowers. A title that reflects not only its physical magnificence but also its spiritual and cultural significance. At first glance, the peony captivates with its large, full blossom and rich color. Its petals unfold in layers, each one adding to the sense of abundance and elegance that defines the flower. There is something almost mesmerizing about the way a peony blooms, slowly, gracefully, and with quiet confidence. It does not rush to reveal its beauty, nor does it compete for attention. Instead, it simply exists in fullest form, inviting those who see it to pause and appreciate with represent present. In the world that often values speed and immediacy, the peony offers a different perspective, one that celebrates patience and presence and authenticity. Yet the true beauty of the peony lies not only in what can be seen, but also in what represents. Throughout history, it has symbolized wealth, prosperity, love, and happiness. These are not superficial ideas, but fundamental aspects of human life, things that people across all cultures and generations strive for. The peony becomes a reflection of this aspiration, a living expression of the desire for a life that is not only successful but also meaningful and fulfilling. It reminds us that true richness is not measured solely in material terms, but also in quality of our relationship, the depth of our emotion, and the strength of our inner self. In the fast-paced rhythm of modern life, it is easy to lose sight of this deeper value. People are often caught up in routine, responsibility, and the constant pursuit of gold. There is little time to pause, to reflect, or to simply be present. In such a context, the act of stopping to admire a peony can become something unexpectedly powerful. It is a small moment, yet it carries a profound impact. It invites us to slow down, to breathe, and to reconnect with the sense of calm and clarity. It reminds us that beauty is not something that needs to be chased. It is something that can be found in stillness, in simplicity, and in awareness. The peony also teaches an important lesson about perception. In a world that often emphasizes external experience, it encourages us to look deeper. Its outer beauty draws us in, but its meaning invites us to reflect. It shows that what truly matters is not just how something looks, but what represents and how it makes us feel. This idea extends beyond flowers and into our everyday life. It reminds us to value substance over surface, to appreciate the authenticity over perfection, and to recognize the beauty that exists within ourselves and others. Another reason why peony continues to hold a special place in human hearts is its ability to transcend time. While trends and preference may change, the significance of the peony remains constant. It has been admired by ancient emperor and modern individuals alike. It has appeared in royal garden, traditional painting, and contemporary designs. Despite the passage of time, its remains has not diminished. Instead, it has evolved, adapting to new context while preserving its core essence. The timeless quality is what makes the peony truly eternal. It is not bound by a specific era, but continues to inspire across generations. The peony's enduring appeal also lies in its universality. Also, it has strong roots in specific culture. Its symbolism resonates with people from all backgrounds. The idea is represent love, happiness, prosperity, and inner strength. They are universal human experience regardless of where one comes from. These values are understood and appreciation. This allows the peony to serve as a bridge between culture, connecting people through a shared appreciation of beauty and meaning. It becomes more than a cultural symbol, it becomes a human one. There is also a quiet wisdom in the ways the peony blooms. It does not remain in bloom forever. Its beauty is temporary. Yes, this impermanence does not diminish its value. In fact, it enhances it. Knowing that its bloom is fleeting and encourages us to cherish it more deeply, it reminds us that many of life's more beautiful moments are also temporary, and thus the value lies in their ability to experience fully in present. The peony teaches us to embrace these moments, to appreciate them while they last, and to carry the meaning with us even after they have passed. In this way, the peony becomes a metaphor for life itself, thus as the flower goes through circle of growth, bloom, and rest, and so too do we experience different phases of our life. There are times of effort and struggle, time of fulfillment and joy, and time of reflection and renewal. The peony shows us that each phase had its purpose, and that true beauty comes from embracing the entire journey and encouraging us to be patient with ourselves, to trust the process, and to believe that our own bloom will come in its time. Ultimately, the peony message is one of balance and harmony. It represents the coexistence of opposite strength and softness, abundance and simplicity, beauty and depth. It reminds that the meaning of life is not defined by extreme, but by the ability to find balance between different aspects of ourselves. This balance allows us to grow, to adapt, and to live with a sense of purpose and fulfillment. As we reflect on the significance of the peony, we begin to understand why it has remained such a beloved symbol throughout history. It is not just a flower that decorates gardens or enhances special occasions. It is a source of inspiration, a reminder of what truly matters, and a reflection of value that define our humanity. It inspires us to slow down, to look deeper, and to appreciate the beauty that exists both around us and within us. In the end, the peony's beauty is not confined to its petal. It lives in the meanings we attach to it, the emotions it evokes, and the lesson it teaches. It is a symbol that continues to bloom not only in nature but in human spirit, and perhaps that is why, even in constantly changing world, the peony remains eternal and quiet, a quiet, graceful presence that reminds us of the enduring beauty of life itself.